CHAMPS Winter Roundup is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back, Hoosiers, to another jam-packed installment of the Winter Roundup. We are here every single Friday to tell you what's been going down this winter in the high school sports world. As always, we are presented by Michigan's own Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. I'm Jenna Skelski.
And I'm Grace Boyles. This week's episode is full of regional action. We have highlights from the pool for girls swimming, along with wrestling. Today we are kicking things off on the beam with girls gymnastics. And of course, stick around later in the show for some girls basketball.
We have a lot to get to, so let's jump into some gymnastics. I'm Jenna Skelski, and we start things off on the mats with some gymnastics. First event is the vault. Riley Lesh from Decatur with the run-up. She'll stick the landing, and a score of 8.4 will land her in second place. Next up, we've got Riley Snyder from Franklin Central. She would just edge out Lesh with an 8.5, good enough to get her first. We head to the floor now. Penelope Morrow, she would finish with a score of 8.125, which gave her third place. Riley Snyder would finish in second place, but it would be Deasia Davis that would take top honors on this night. Finally, we finish up on the uneven bars. Some familiar names took the top spots. Morrow scored an 8.05. Snyder took second at 7.3.
You got to switch with Riley on JC up top. Be smart. Make plays.
For a sectional championship game at Southside High School, the host Archers taking on 4A number 4 Homestead. Fourth quarter, it's Olivia Smith, the JC Jones, the 3. And Southside takes the lead with 2:13 left to play, but hold your popcorn, we got a good one. Grace Sullivan driving, scoring. That would tie the game at 38, and we're headed to overtime. In OT, Riley Parker, no. Sydney Graber, the Central Michigan Siamese, yeah, she had 16 to lead the Spartans. Final seconds in OT. Southside down 3, they go for the tie. JC Jones, no. And Homestead hangs on to win a thriller against Southside 44-41. Here's Sydney Graber and Coach Rod Parker of the sectional champs.
It means everything and more. Just the fact that we could get it done for him, for ourselves, for Homestead, it just means the absolute most to all of us. This is our time, and we came together, we united as a team, and we got the job done, so I couldn't be more proud of the girls.
I'm really proud of them. You know, today was not the sharpest game, as you mentioned. We had some foul trouble. We didn't shoot it well. They threw in some tough shots on us late, but, you know, we talked all year. This is a very good defensive basketball team, and we've won some ugly games this year, and tonight was another one, but, you know, defense was there. It was there for 32 minutes, and I'm really proud of that team effort.
3A sectional title game at Concordia, the host Cadets taking on Garrett, and in the first quarter, it's Natalie Armstrong passing it to Sadie Best. Best busting the 3 to put Garrett up by 5 in the early going. Time winding down in the first quarter. London bets, and London is falling. Concordia up by 1 after 1. This game back and forth, neck and neck throughout. Bailey Kellum driving into the paint, getting the 2 for the big train as Garrett holds off Concordia to win 32-31. It's the Railroaders' first sectional championship since 2014. 1A sectional championship game at Blackhawk Christian. The Braves taking on Elkhart Christian. First quarter, Blackhawk inside to Aubrey Vanderdusen as the junior gets the deuce to drop for Blackhawk. Still in the first, the extra pass to Vanderdusen again. Give her another 2 points as number 40 was cooking. Mix that with this, Haley Klein stirring from behind the arc, and you know what you get? You get a Blackhawk win, 42-29 over Elkhart Christian Academy. It's Blackhawk Christian's third sectional title in program history.
Hi, this is Greg Rakestraw, and it's just me this week, at least for this portion of State Champs Indiana Hang Time. We're going to focus our review segment on 2 key games because it's just me solo I get to go back to my talk show host days and opine a little bit. We'll talk about Blackhawk Christian and how good I think they are and how impressive a bounce-back win was against Snyder on Tuesday night. And I'm going to try to explain the beauty of 39-37 Carmel and Lawrence North from last Thursday night as well. All coming up this week on State Champs Indiana Hang Time. Please make sure you join us.
Get it? Get your rhythm, knock it down. Good.
It's crazy. I didn't realize that until after the game, but, you know, it's just cool because she's been with me all throughout my basketball career, and it's just like, I don't know, it's a good way to end it.
Time has run out on Donald S. Weeks Gymnasium. Columbia City will have a new high school building and thus a new gym next year. It means this three-pointer by Olivia Shearer in last Tuesday's win over Northrop was the last three hit by a girl at Weeks.
Get into the pass, knock it down.
The first three at the historic gym, well, that came from her mom and coach, Amy, over 3 decades before.
Actually, it was in pretty much the same spot, but on the right side. Mine was on the left high wing, hers was on the right high wing. I just brought up that I remember when I was a sophomore, when the three-point line first was instituted in girls high school basketball, that I remember on the left wing in the very first quarter hitting a three-pointer and just looking back at Wayne Krieger, who was coaching. He just kind of smiled at me and I smiled at him and nodded, and we just went on and won the basketball game. So I do remember that because we kind of laughed about it, the three-point line coming in and what advantage that would be for Columbia City basketball.
She was right next to me, and Andy Thompson, he does our radio, he's the one that told me, and I just smiled and I just gave her a hug, and it was really cool.
Yeah, it's a special relationship. We've traveled quite a bit playing basketball, but it's really been a whole family involvement. I mean, my son and my husband have both spent time rebounding for Olivia in our backyard. You know, my dad shot with me for hours and hours when I was a kid, and my dad shot with Olivia when she was a kid. You know, it's just kind of been everybody involved in that.
It's been interesting. I feel like when you have a kid and their parent is a coach, there's always potential for it to be a negative thing, but I feel like we've used it to our advantage, I guess, and the best it's been. And I think it's brought us closer in our relationship, and she's coach, but she's also mom, and I know when she gets on me, like, just because she wants the best for me.
There's just a lot of memories and a lot of history. And you know, the gym who it's named after, Donald S. Weeks, he actually lived in the same neighborhood I did when I was in high school. And when the gym got named after him, that was just another special connection that I have with that gymnasium. A lot of good memories.
I'm Glenn Marini for State Champs.
Time now for an inside look at Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers a wide variety of opportunities for students interested in studying abroad for a full semester, or even if you're looking to participate in other international experiences that range from 1 week or an entire summer. LTU really has it all. Going overseas is a great way to develop as a leader with a global view. If you're interested in studying abroad and want to learn more about joining this program, check out ltu.edu now.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my 3rd year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day 1. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
We hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. Let's switch things up with a little girls basketball.
I'm Grant P. reporting from Spencer, Indiana as West Vigo battles South Vermillion. Double overtime, West Vigo up 42-40. Not for long. What a night for Rebecca Berry, the senior, putting South Vermillion back in a deadlock with West Vigo, tied at 42. 2 minutes to go, Vikings down by 2. Caitlin Fennell for the tie, no good, but Grace Likens putback ties this game at 44. Seconds left. It's Mallory Hawkins for the win. It's blocked by Likens. Rebound to Rebecca Berry for the win. It rims out. Rebound West Vigo. South Vermillion fouls with 0.8 seconds to go. Sophomore Adeline Harris at the line for West Vigo. She swishes the first. Vikings grab the lead 45-44. Then watch her miss the second on purpose. The clock will run out. West Vigo wins their first sectional game since 2012, 45-44 in double OT. Let's hear from Harris on the game winner.
I knew I had gone in early to shoot the day, 2 days leading up and every morning this week. And my team believes in me, my coach believes in me, and we've been working hard, running free throws. And I knew if I didn't make them, we were still going to go in triple overtime and win, so I didn't feel any pressure.
What's it like to lift your team to a sectional semifinal win?
I don't feel like I did it. I feel like it was a team effort, and we played awesome as a team, and that's probably the best game we played all year.
How about Vincennes, Reveille, and Linton battling? Tia Tolbert back for the Patriots. She missed the first time they played. Opening quarter, good anticipation for Macy Hamilton. She'll finish at the other end. They trailed those 7-4. Her fellow number 5 is Aubrey Burgess. Nice move from Aubrey, and the Lady Miners are on top, 9-6. Then it's Caroline Herman time to Tia Tolbert. What a combo they've been. That ended the first quarter. Linton up 14-10 after 1. Second quarter, Gentry Ward gets in the scoring. That pushes the lead up to 6. Vincennes Reveille would answer, though. Meredith Weiss makes it 16-12. Next possession, Tolbert. This touches nothing but the bottom of the net. This is the closest it got, though, 16-15. In the third, nearly the same spot, it's Jaylee Hayes. She matches that one. Lady Miners are in good shape. One more as Linton gets the big win. Vincennes Reveille not getting back to the state championship game this year. Linton wins 51-39, the final.
I'm John Rawlings from the Evansville area. Memorial and Boonville battle with sectional gold on the line. First quarter, Riley Anslinger inside for 2. Tigers up 15-10. Second quarter, Murphy fires inside to Kennedy Stratman. The junior fights her way through traffic for the basket. Memorial adding on. Boonville needs an answer, and they get one going inside to Anna Chavez, who bodies her way for the bucket. But in the end, it is not enough. Peyton Murphy from the baseline. Memorial wins 58-40. The Tigers move on to regionals next Saturday at Charleston at 9 a.m. Bumping up a class to 4A, Castle looks to make it 3 straight sectional crowns, while North seeks the title for the first time since 2011. Huskies come out hot. Jalen Shelby makes the paint her personal property, and the Gang Green continued to pound the ball inside to Shelby. Huskies on fire, and they weren't done yet. Shelby snags the rebound and put back. The Huskies jump out to a 13-1 run. The Knights finally get their game on track. Josie Freeman sets up sophomore Natalie Niehaus, who drills the triple. The deficit is 9, but in the end, it is North who comes out on top 56-44, pulling off the upset. The Huskies move on to the Columbus North Regional next Saturday at 11. Spots at state are on the line in the pool. We begin in the 200 medley relay. That is Izzy Hassman anchoring Memorial to the top spot. The Tigers win this one in 1 minute 47.07 seconds. In the 200-yard freestyle, Castle's Madeline Porter claims gold in 1 minute 53.29 seconds. And that's not the last we'd see from the Porters. In the 200 IM, older sister Caitlin claims the crown in 2 minutes 3.78 seconds. On to the 50-yard freestyle. That's where we find Elizabeth Rochiers, the former Scholar Athlete of the Week, wins the event in 23.27 seconds. More from her later. In the 100 freestyle, we have a Mount Vernon Wildcat. That is freshman Sophie Kloppenberg taking the top spot in 52.6 seconds, and we end in the 100-yard butterfly for a historic mark. Broshears takes this one again. In fact, the IU commit breaks her previous record of 53.75 seconds set back in 2018 with a time of 53.55 seconds. Memorial captures their first ever sectional crown. On the wrestling mats, we have spots at semi-state on the line. We start in the second round of 106. Memorial's Kyler West is in the driver's seat, getting points on the reversal. C takes care of business with a 5-2 win. He is your champ in 106. Next up, we have Cole Ross of Mater Dei. The Wildcat pins his opposition in 1 minute 20 seconds. He would go on to win the crown in his class. On to 126, his teammate Ashton Hayhurst follows suit with the pin as well, taking his match in 23 seconds. Hayhurst wins his title. Jumping up to 138, the Wildcats continue to shine. Blake Borman spins on top of his opponent for 2. Borman takes his match in 3 minutes 21 seconds and is your champion. As we keep moving up, 145 is where we catch up with Brody Bowman. He goes in with a big time takedown for 2. Bowman needs all of 41 seconds to win this match. He is your champion at 145. Jumping up to 152, Boonville's Jordan Fulks in complete control. The Pioneer wins his match in 2 minutes 34 seconds and is your champion at 152. In 170, Castle's Robert Dieters spins his opponent for 2. Dieters goes on to win this one by tech fall 20-5 and is your champion at 170. And we end in 160. Mater Dei dominates throughout as Eli Dickens pins his opponent in 1 minute 15 seconds. He is your champion at 160. Mater Dei is the team champion overall.
That's all the time we have on this week's edition of the Winter Roundup. If you know of any high school games we need to be at, please contact us by connecting with State Champs Indiana on social media. Tell us about the games we need to film and the stories we need to tell. We love hearing from you.
Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time on the Indiana Winter Roundup.
State Champs Winter Roundup is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. Also in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.